Hello all, how are you? Today we are going to cover COTS rule from database management system. I Anuja Pallade. Let's start with the COTS rule. So start with the database model. You may ever seen or heard about the network model, hierarchical model or relational model. Okay, so you have heard about the network model that database has been made for the network. Hierarchical model is also another kind of database, and the relational database that we are going to learn in the database management system here, that database model we are seeing. So, COTS rule are the set of 13 rules numbered 0 to 12. Actually, they are 13, but we say them as a 12 rules. Okay. So, the scientist having either F chord is a pioneer of the relational model. Among three of them, the relational model is developed and searched from the line first by the Edward F. Codd for design to define what is required from a database management system in order for it to be considered relational. The scientist Codd has defined 12 rules that how to define the relational database model when any database model is said to be relational. So he said the definition for all of them. This is again the descriptive about the Eder F. Codd is a computer scientist. He is working with the IBM. That time he outlined the relational model, whose first outlined the relational model, which now became the most popular and only one database model. It means no other relational database model is come up till the date. COD proposed 13 rules that is listed from 0 to 12, popularly known as COD's 12 rule, which are used yardstick to test the quality of the relational database management system, that is RDBMS. Till now, none of the commercial product has followed all the 13 rules. Even Oracle has followed 8.5 out of 13 rules. So these are the 13 rules from the CORDS rule. Indexing, we are starting with the 0, that is foundation rule, information rule, guaranteed access rule, systematic treatment of null values, active online catalog, powerful and well structured language, view updation rule, relational level operations, physical data independence, logical data independence, integrity independence, distribution independence, and non subversion rule. So these are the 13 rule. Let's discuss one by one. The rule 0, foundation rule. If a system is said to be an RDBMS, then the database should be managed using only relational capabilities. Means if the system, we are going to say it as a RDBMS, it should be capable to do all the relational operation and take the decision about the RDBMS. So this is the rule 1, that is information rule. All the data including metadata must be stored in some cell of the table in the form of rows and column. What this rule says, the data stored in a database may be user data or the metadata must be even value of some cell, table cell. Everything in a database must be stored in a table format only. So rule 2, guaranteed access rule. Each data element in the table must be accessed through a combination of name or primary key or any key or attribute. So it should be a accessible. Example, employee plus employee ID plus employee name or a salary. Strictly, the data must not be accessed via pointer. Means every single data element is guaranteed to be accessible logically with the combination of these values. No other means such as pointer can be used to access the data. Rule 3, systematic treatment of null values. Null values represent different situation. It may be missing data or not applicable or no value situation. Null values must be handled consistently, and also primary key must not be null, and any expression on null must give a null. Means the null values in the database must be given a systematic and uniform treatment. This is very important rule because null can be interpreted as one of the following: that data is missing, or data not known, or data is not applicable. Getting? So the rule 4 is active online catalog. Database dictionary is a catalog which shows structural description of the complete database, and it must be stored online. This rule states that database dictionary must be governed by the same rules and same query language as used for the general database. Means the structured description of the entire database must be stored online, known as data dictionary, which can be accessed by the authorized user only. Users can use the same query language to access the catalog which they use to access the database itself. Rule 5, comprehensive data sub-language rule. So the database should be accessible through the language which supports definition, manipulation and all the transactions management activities, such as language is called as structured language. For example, SQL is the structured query language. If database uses different language for data access and manipulation, then it is the violation of the rule. Getting? So rule 6, view updation rule. The different views can created for different purposes should be automatically updated by the system itself. It means all the views of the database which can theoretically be updated must be updated by the system. So this is the rule 7, relational level operation. The operation like insert, delete and update operation must be supported at each level of the relation, even though it might be a nested relation or a complex relation. Set operations like union, intersection, minus must be supported. Means a database must be support high level insertion, updation and deletion. This must not be limited to a single row. It must also support union, intersection, minus its set of data records. Okay. Now rule 8, physical data independence. Any change in a physical location of the table should not be reflect the change at the application level. Example, if you rename or move the file from one disk to another, then it should not be affect the application. Means the rule want to say that data stored in a database must be independent. Getting? Any change in the physical structure of the database must not have any impact on how the database is being accessed by the external application. So this is what about the rule 8. Now moving forward to rule 9, logical data independence. If there are any changes done in a logical structure of the database table, then user view of the data should not be exchanged. If the table is split into the two tables, then the new view should be give result as the join of these two tables, but the rule is very difficult to satisfy. So in short, the logical database must be independent of its user view. User view means application. Any change in the logical data must not affect the application of using it. Getting? So this is what about the rule 9. So rule 10 is integrity independence. What this rule said, database table should design itself on integrity rather than using external programs. It should use primary key, check constraints, triggers, etc., which makes our database independent of the front end applications. Means a database must be independent of the application uses it. Its integrity constraints can be independently modified without the need of any change in the application. This rule makes a database independent of the front end application and its interface also. Getting? Rule 11, Distribution independence. Data distribution over various geographical locations over a network should not reflect the end user. That is, you should feel that all the data is stored in a single place. This rule laid foundation for the distribution database. Means the end user must not be able to see that the data is distributed over the various locations. User should always get impression that the data is located at one site only. This rule has been regarded as the foundation of distributed database system. Now, Rule 12, non-subversion rule. Any access given to the data that is present in the lowest level must not give a chance to authenticate constraints and change the data. Getting This data can be achieved through some kind of encryption techniques. Means if the system has an interface that provides access to low level records, then the interface must not be able to subvert the system and bypass the security and integrity constraint. Getting So I hope you understood the code rules and its rules and its explanation one by one. Thank you for watching the video.